What's up, guys? This is Bobo Jones. Oh my god, back after a while, non-stop GoPro problems. I'm like really paranoid right now, even that it's not going to work. I'm on my second GoPro, maybe getting my third. I can't figure out if it's a problem with my batteries or just that the fucking bike on this handlebar mount, hello, is like vibrating it too much. But the camera will just shut off, and it's not heat. It says the battery died. The camera will just shut off after a couple minutes. And so very, 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 very frustrating. And so I've been, attempting to try different things. It could be that the battery terminals are loose. I honestly have no idea. But it's been really, 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 really frustrating. And so I may be sending back my second GoPro because I can't depend on it. I mean, it just keeps shutting off for no reason. And so that's where we've been. So that's why I haven't been making videos, is because I haven't been able to depend on the GoPro. But I did want to go over sort of like my first week accessories. And cover what those are and, how they've been for me, because I did add quite a lot of stuff to the bike. Once I get past these cars, looking for parking. It's amazing surf right now. So there's tons of surfers and tons of photographers out right now because the waves are just insane, like super scary. I went to the beach yesterday with my kids and we were watching these surfers with these waves, and I was like terrified for them. I like felt the anxiety that they must be feeling in the water. I have my neighbors, a lot of my neighbors surf because I live pretty close to the beach. And, they see me riding my motorcycle, and, they're all sort of like, a lot of the other dads are like interested in it, but they're like, I can only do like one dangerous pastime, and so surfing is it. And so same for me, where I only want to do one dangerous pastime as well, motorcycling, so I probably won't take up surfing, especially since I'm so huge. I'd have to get my cardio way up, so yeah, not going to be doing that. All right, let me pull over here. This seems like a nice spot to do a walk around. Okay. Let me unplug my vest so I don't explode it getting off the bike, and I'll keep my helmet on, I guess. Okay, nice. All right, so here she is. So again, this is a 2021, 2022. They're the same. It was a carryover base Tuono, so the non-electronic Öhlins suspension. So what have I done to it so far? A few things. So the first things I did, like right when I got it, were I did the axle sliders on the front and rear, all Evotech, which I ordered from Moto Machines here in the US, though I then realized, and they were great, by the way, Moto Machines, because I made a mistake and I ordered them for the wrong bike. I ordered them for the 660 Tuono, and they were really cool. It just cost me $10 to swap them out. My fault. So they were awesome. So that's a great point about why you might want to order from the US, is because then you have cool US people who can swap it out if you fuck up or if there's something wrong with it. But they were great. I also got the frame sliders from them, also Evotech. The other first things I got from them were this Evotech mount for, what is it called? Quad lock. So it mounts right here. It's made for the Aprilia, and that's been great. And then I upgraded it this Christmas. I had my in-laws get me the wireless charger for it, which works great. This power port I thought might not be powerful enough for the wireless charger, but if I can get it off with my gloves. Let me take my gloves off. I also ordered with my new bike stuff a new pair of Knox hand droids. These are Mark 4s. I had the Mark 3s before. So that was another purchase for me. And then I ordered this, I don't know if you can see it in the mirror, but this Heelite Turtle 2, I think it's called, vest. And this is the obviously mechanical one, so I strap this into myself. I have it here, and if I fly off the bike, hopefully it will inflate the airbag vest. Oh yes, I was taking this off. So yeah, I added this. I had just the original one, but it really vibrates the shit out of the phone, so I was worried. So I got this dampener, which is this thing, which makes me a little nervous because the phone's real. I have a huge, I have a Galaxy 22 Ultra, which is a big phone. Really moves around a lot, which makes me a little nervous. The other thing that makes me nervous about it is this mounting into the dampener is fine, but the dampener mounting into the actual, the Evotech mount did not have blue Loctite on it. So it made me a little bit nervous that this dampener could just shake out eventually. So I may just, for the sake of peace of mind, add some blue Loctite to that. Okay, so what else do I have going on in the handlebars? I had a camera mount that went into this mirror. So like you put the camera mount between the mirror bolt and the, where it screws in, but it just vibrated way too much. So I got this one, which is really, really nice, and it has a quick release for the GoPro. So you don't need to unscrew it and screw it. And it's been great, except that, again, I can't tell if my GoPro's not working because of the vibes coming through this, even though it is dampened with rubber here. Or just because the batteries are no good, like the terminals are disconnecting while it's recording. Again, because of the vibrations, but it could just be a bad battery. So I got some new batteries. I'm testing it now to see if it works. But anyway, when it's mounted on my helmet like it is now, it's totally fine. Okay, what else did I get? I got these tech spec tent grips. This one failed. This middle one failed. And I bought them directly from Tech Spec. I emailed them. I showed them that it failed. You could see here where the old one came off. So just keep in mind, these ruin your paint. So if you have the white bike, your paint is ruined. So they're permanent. Like, you can't take them off ever. Your paint gets ruined. It gets like this where the glue went on. And you can't take it off. Like, I literally cleaned the area, took all the old glue off, and it's completely ruined. So, and they tell you that. So I kind of knew that was going to happen. So just keep in mind, if you have the matte white bike, the grips will ruin your paint job, so you can never take them off again. So even if they fail and you need to put new ones on, you need to put them on the exact same spot. Otherwise, your paint's ruined. So keep that in mind. Permanent. They are permanent, which is fine. I had the same ones on my BMW XR, and they never failed, and they were amazing. And you need them for this bike, honestly. If you're riding with any sort of quickness, with any sort of pace, you need them. And so they've been great. What else did I do? I installed a radiator guard and a oil, what is it called? The bottom one, whatever, the coolant guard. On the bottom, I did two pieces. I bought the Chinese eBay special, and they fit great, and the parts were great, and it was all built really well. I think I paid $50 for the set. It's a huge, oh man, I should clean this. Huge pain to install this thing. I mean, like, you have to take apart the whole bike. You have to take this off. You have to take the coolant over there off. You basically have to take the whole front of the bike off. And so, but I got them on, and now I never have to think about it again, hopefully. And you need them. You need to protect your radiator. Like, that's really bad if that fails. Okay, what else did I do? So I got the Hepco and Becker. That's really cool. Look at that. I got the Hepco and Becker luggage. I don't have the luggage on it, but I got the luggage mounts, and I got the smallest luggage they have. But even with the smallest luggage, because this doesn't have risers, it will touch the exhaust. So I got this giant loop piece. Ooh, this is hot. This is like, I think this was like $30. And again, this just keeps it from touching the exhaust, and then that's fine. It just straps onto your exhaust, which I shouldn't touch because it's very hot. And then it keeps the bags from touching, and that's the point of that piece. So you might say, that looks ugly as fuck. I don't really care. I'm more of a functionality guy, and it keeps my bag safe. And then, yeah, this is strapped on here for my, I couldn't figure out any other better place to strap it, for my vest. The only scary thing is that if I forget about it and it dangles down there and gets caught in my wheel, I don't know, I could be fucked. So that makes me a little nervous, but usually it falls this way anyway, the way I have it tied, so it like falls that way, but still slightly sketchy for sure. And has happened where I've left it running, so yeah, a little bit sketchy. Okay, and then the last thing, of course, I got the fake eBay special Aprilia keys and the brake fluid cover sock. Very funny. So I think it was like $8 for both of them. Definitely not licensed merch. The fakest. I don't even know if that font is perfect, but they tried their best and I appreciated it, so I bought it. What else? Anything else? Frame sliders. Haven't gotten any engine cover stuff, which I did on my old one. I had the T-Rex ones on my old one, but these seem pretty good. Like, it seems like they already have them. So, and then with the frame sliders, I figure I'd be good. Plus, if I have the bags on, they come out to about here, so they would probably protect a lot of shit because they're like semi-hard bags. Okay, the last and most important thing I got is this thing. Fuck, what brand is this? Let me see if it says it anywhere. Rhino something? What is it? Hello? Any tags in here? Shit. I forgot. I'll post a link to all this stuff in the description, so you'll have links to everything. I also got a GoPro Hero 11, which I'm shooting this with. Oh my God, is it still recording? Oh, thank God. This thing was crucial. I looked a lot for this because I have my airbag vest now. I cannot wear a backpack. It's just extremely uncomfortable. It's like torture. So cannot use a backpack anymore. So I wanted something flat and sort of like discreet that wasn't like a big goofy top box that exactly fit a laptop sleeve. And I luckily came across this. I'll put again what size it was too. But yeah, worked completely perfectly. So it fits my laptop sleeve which has my mouse in it and my earphones in it, and they all fit in here, and it can just close and keep it all safe and latch and keep it all safe. So that was a huge purpose since I do use this bike to get to work. So this was a big deal for me to find something exactly perfectly the size of a 16-inch M1 MacBook Pro. Yeah, and so I think that is it. I think that's all I got. No other plans right now. Oh, and then of course I did what is it called? I UpMapped the bike, and so it's really cool actually. I'll show when I get up back on the bike now. But the UpMap, if you have the standard exhaust, just the OEM exhaust, so as you can see, the valve is still attached. I haven't fucked with any of that stuff. What the UpMap does, first of all, it smooths out everything quite a lot. And just delivers the power better. But the coolest thing it does is that, you know, I live very close to my neighbors in apartments, and this bike can be very loud. The coolest thing it does is when you're warming up the bike in neutral, it keeps the valve closed, so it warms up really quietly. And then as soon as you pop it into gear, first gear, or any gear, it opens the valve and you get that really nice sound. So one of the things that people don't like about this bike, because it's Euro 5 now, is for noise stuff, I guess, it keeps the valve closed until you hit like 5,000 RPMs. So the bike is like quiet and lame sounding until 5,000 RPMs. So the UpMap completely changes that. And so now, when you probably heard it actually when I put the bike in neutral just now. As soon as you pop it into gear after it's warmed up and you go, it's loud right away and it sounds amazing. So in my opinion, there's literally no reason to fuck with any of this stuff, or, you know, disconnect your valve anymore, or fuck with anything, do a servo delete, get an aftermarket exhaust. There's just no reason. I mean, they'll get maybe a little louder, but I think even the Acura isn't louder than this is. So I really don't see the reason to spend like, you know, $2,000 when you could spend $500, get the UpMap, and then, you know, you're good to go. And then the bike is loud as soon as you put it in gear. And then again, when you're in traffic and you're sitting in a stoplight for 3 minutes in LA, I can put it in neutral again, and it's quiet, so I'm not like super loud for all the cars around me. So love that. Would never get an aftermarket exhaust. I mean, I think this exhaust just sounds amazing now with the UpMap opening the valve when I'm in gear. And so I will show that now quickly. And then I think I'll end the video. And just I'm going to go ride around a little bit and enjoy my Sunday. Okay. Close this. Yeah, I got these Knox Handroids. Highly recommend these. These are like the highest quality gloves ever. And they protect your fingers, A, from going backwards, and not really from going sideways, but from going backwards. And they also have like the best sliders, obviously. I think they invented this tech, like the palm sliders, the Knox palm sliders. So just super safe gloves, super nice, and still like soft enough and good enough that you can do really, you know, higher level riding, and they don't feel like mushy. Okay, so this is the sound with in neutral with the valve closed. I'll get on. I'll plug in my vest before I forget. Okay, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to touch the throttle. Just going to pop it into gear. Kickstand up. Ready? Pop it into gear. And then boom, comes to life. I don't know. I hope you can hear that through the mic, but ready? Back to neutral. If I can find it. And then back to first. You get that nice burble coming out when you put it into first. Okay, I attach my vest. Let's go. And that's it. Everybody's watching the surfers today. It's fucking rad. The waves don't look as crazy as they were yesterday, though. But you see how this phone like weeble wobbles around? Makes me slightly nervous that it's going to fly off my $1,400 work phone. But I think that is it. So nobody's coming. Okay. So with that, guys, I will say, have a beautiful day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your bikes. Arrivederci. I'll catch you on the next one. I'll start doing them more frequently now that I think I have my GoPro sorted. This seems to have been recording this whole time, so it's a good sign. And yeah, hopefully it warms up wherever you are if you're not in Cali, so you can go ride more. And have a good one. Bye.